Hi everyone, I'm Lydia with Solomon Realtors, and thanks for joining me once more for another video on living and investing in Greece. Today we're going to talk about the hidden golden visa costs that you must take into consideration before starting your application process, so that you know exactly how your funds will be allocated and budget accordingly. Let's dive right in. If you are applying for a golden visa through the purchase of real estate in Greece, certain transactional costs are mandated by law and are always the buyer's responsibility. Even if someone suggests that the seller might cover some of these expenses, it's important to understand that the buyer is legally required to pay these costs for tax purposes. Deviating from this standard could expose investors to potential risks. So let's break everything down from property sale costs to additional fees. First, let's talk about the property transfer tax. A tax of 3.09% of the property value applies to all property types. Now, it's important to note that the government has extended the suspension of 24% value-added tax on property sales until the end of 2025. As for land registry or cadastral office fees, you should estimate anywhere between 0.6% and 0.7% of the property value. You should also take into consideration that you will pay approximately 1 to 1.2% of the property value plus value-added tax and notary public fees for property acquisition authentication. If you use a real estate agency, the standard commission is 2% of the property price plus VAT. Now let's look at some extra expenses that are separate from the property sale. Since all the necessary paperwork must be translated and apostilled, you will need power of attorney and translation services, so you should be looking at approximately 300 to 400 euros. Private health insurance can range from 100 euros to 250 euros. However, please keep in mind that elderly applicants' insurance costs may go up to 720 euros depending on the individual. Stamp duty, which is basically the government immigration fee, is at 2,000 euros for the main investor and 150 euros for each dependent. There is also a printing cost at 16 euros per person. So let's say you're a married couple with a child who is 13 years old and you opt for the minimum investment option, which is commercial to residential conversion, for 250,000 euros. Here's what you're looking at in terms of extra costs. So your basic transaction costs are the property transfer tax at 7,725 euros, the land registry fee at 1,750 euros, the notary fees at 3,720 euros, with a subtotal of 13,195 euros. As for the golden visa requirements, your main applicant's stamp duty is at 2,000 euros. Your family member's stamp duty is at 300 euros. Your residence cards at 48 euros. Your health insurance at 450 euros, with a subtotal of 2,798 euros. So total essential costs stand at a minimum of 16,000 euros or approximately 22,700 euros if you decide to use a real estate agency. Now, legal fees depend on the pricing model that your attorney chooses to use, so they should be calculated separately. And that's all for today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want to keep up with all the latest golden visa developments, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I hope to see you on our next video on living and investing in Greece. Bye.